Hello everybody and welcome back to LMM, and if you're enjoying what you're seeing on the channel at the moment, how about giving this video a like and maybe subscribing to the channel to help us grow, and perhaps even check out our Patreon. This year is 200 years since the start of the passenger carrying railways, and as such the guys behind the Rail 200 team got in touch and said, do you have any interesting stories about the railways, maybe showing how the railways have affected you in a positive way? And I went, oh yes, I have many of these, because I think the railways have had a hugely important and positive impact upon my life. Certainly, without volunteering and becoming part of the heritage railway scene, I wouldn't be doing this now. Being a volunteer and being involved with the railways made me the man I am today, for better or for worse. It has been an amazing experience. It's given me confidence, it's given me people skills, it's given me engineering skills, and it's opened my world to a whole host of new amazing people. In fact, I met some of my best friends in the world through being on the railways. And that is a wonderful thing, to have friends who share a passion for this kind of stuff and to be able to go off on adventures to do things with those people. It's through the railways that I've gone out and explored different parts of the world that I would never have visited if it wasn't for my love of the railways and wanting to see bits of the railways. I've been to China, Bosnia, Botswana, Poland, Germany, all over because I wanted to go and see the railways. It's given me the excuse and the reason to go and travel to different places, to sample different cultures and see other parts of the world. It's not just about being here at a railway and volunteering, it's a real excuse to see the world. And those trips have been amazing, and they are videos that one day I will share with you on the channel when I get around to editing them at some point. But aside from giving an excuse to go out and see the world, it's things like what we do here at the Whitwell and Reefham Railway. Having a community of people coming together, working towards a common goal. These locomotives, they don't look after themselves. There's a huge amount that goes on behind the scenes. Behind me, Agecroft is having its washout, which means volunteers have had to come and work on it. They're not getting the reward of a working engine and spending the day on the footplate, which is perhaps the most amazing and glorious thing that I will ever do with my time, of just being on an engine in steam and trundling along a railway. But it's the cold, hard, dirty jobs. And people still come together before this sense of community, for this sense of belonging and the sense of actually doing something. It's so important to have something like this in our lives. And admittedly, I've gone on about this before, whether it's football, skateboarding, railways, cars, or whatever. But having a community, having peers that you can go to is so important. And as I said, being part of the railway is one of the best things I have ever done. It's allowed me to do things that I never thought I would, because through you guys, we saved 2 locomotives now from scrap. And that is an incredible achievement to have brought 2 locomotives, one that was sat in a scrapyard and one that was destined to be scrapped, and made sure that they are safe. And now to have people coming in and working on it and having this sense of belonging of people coming together and actually achieving something, bringing these machines back to life, is absolutely fantastic.
Getting involved with the local heritage railway has been something I've wanted to do for a long time, but never had the opportunity until a couple of years back. And through LMM and volunteering to turn up and scrape rust off some bits of metal, it's been fantastic, and just being able to get involved with the restoration of things and working on things, learning skills, but also then through that being able to take some turns on the railway here and work with the guys, and all of that has just been almost a dream come true. But also the unexpected pleasure has been developing friendships with everyone here and getting to know people, and just both with LMM and the railway, and developing that sort of things, and just a great friendship group that's coming on.
And for me, knowing that I'm given the opportunity to other people and getting other people involved and doing something that they've always wanted to do is a far greater pleasure than I ever thought it would be. It's fantastic to see people happy, volunteering and making new friends and coming together. And sometimes I will sit down at the end of all of this and just think about it and think of what a good day we've had and the friendships that other people have made. I'm like, this is magnificent. Like, regardless of what we've done here at the railway, we made people happy.
In the 1970s with my mates, there was 5 of us, went to Barry Scrapyard one day to clamber over all these steam engines that have been just abandoned for the scrapyard, and then to come back many years later and see these gleaming engines back on the line again is just phenomenal. And I really enjoy getting back into railways, and this year's been brilliant of helping LMM get the locos going.
I think that's the big thing about the railways. Railways have for almost forever made people happy. They've brought people together, they've allowed people to visit new places, and even today in this new digital world we go into, it's still bringing people together and making people happy. And I don't know anything else in this world that's got that same ability to just make people happy. The railways are frankly amazing. And for me, I've made more friends through this. I have friends who own a Ruston 48, where we've now got a friendly rivalry going on.
About the same time Lawrie bought his Ruston, I also bought my own, completely coincidental. It's sort of been a race to see who can get to the finish line first. He kind of won, but all he had to do was paint it. So I'm Jay, I'm a volunteer at Chasewater Railway. I make bad financial decisions. This is my Ruston here, Ruston 305-306 from 1952. So it's just over 70 years old now at time of recording. So I've been helping Lawrie with his engine overhaul. I've been doing the top end of the engine for him, the cylinder heads and everything associated with the top end. So this year we want to try and get this operational very shortly, and also at the same time continue with Laurie's head restoration.
His is going to be significantly better than both of mine when it's done. And that's the joy of the railways, this bringing people together.
My youngest daughter and I come to the railway to get out and do something practical together, get away from screens and the internet and TV and games consoles, and actually get to do something practical. It's fantastic for her to see how things actually work, rather than building facsimiles in the likes of Minecraft. So it's just a fantastic opportunity for me and her to have some time together, actually not in the house and not in front of a TV.
It's not just the people who come and work together on a railway, but it's the relationships and the friendships that you build with people who are further afield. And the fact that throughout the weeks, when we're not here, lots of us are chatting not just about what we've done or what we need to do or things that we could do. We chat about the railways as a whole. We chat about things we like and share things that we're all interested in. It's become a real, genuine friendship.
Yeah, it's obviously usual family thing. I've been involved in railways. Family brought up going to heritage railways when we were younger. As I've got older, just fancied doing something a bit different. So I've kind of volunteered, joining LMM, helping out at Whitwell and Reepham Railway, and just enjoy coming along. So getting a bit dirty, learning new skills, just playing with big trains and learning a bit more about the operations and how they actually work, rather than just maybe modelling, just actually having a go with the real stuff.
So there we go. I hope you've enjoyed this ramble about the railways and what a positive impact that they can have. And with that, thank you all very much for watching. If you have enjoyed this and you want a bit more on the Whitwell and Reepham Railway, how about clicking somewhere over there for the gala we did, or down there for some of the misadventures of the guys who are helping me out on the Rustons. With that, we'll see you next time, guys. Thanks for watching. I suppose I should probably actually go and do something constructive. And of course, do check out the Rail 200 website for more information and special events that are happening this year to mark 200 years of the passenger carrying railway.